Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I am Jamila and I love all things beauty. I love all things makeup, I love all things skincare, and I especially love finding high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices. Yes, we do. First things first, on my eyes, I am again wearing the Kaleidos and Angelica collab, the Club Nabla palette. For this look, I decided that I wanted to stay away from the blues and focus on some of the other colors. So I really tried to stay in this sort of red-ish range and threw in a little bit of purple there. So this is the look I'm wearing for you guys today. But that is not why we're here. We're here because I wanted to do a very quick unboxing of the latest Trendmood box. I think this is volume 10. So I wanted to do a quick unboxing of the volume 10 Trendmood box. Now, I don't have any makeup subscriptions. I don't have BoxyCharm, I don't have Ipsy, and that's really because I don't like the idea of getting surprised by makeup. Because my collection is so large, I don't need to be adding products into it that I don't want. And that is what I think can happen a lot of times with subscription services. No, that's not to say I don't like them. I think that they're really good for someone that's getting into makeup and wants to experience a ton of brands for a really affordable price. But given the size of the collection I have, it just isn't for me. However, I do really like the Trendmood subscription box. And that is because you see every single product that comes in the box before you get it. And that way you can actually take a look, see if you like all of the products, some of the products, and based upon what each product costs and the overall cost of the box, you can figure out if you're really getting a bargain, if you're really getting the value for your money. And the volume 10 box actually happens to be a collab, or I guess it's a takeover box with Nabla Cosmetics. Now, I love Nabla Cosmetics. I was introduced to them last year when they were a part, not even last year, this year. Last year? No. I don't know. When was that sale? Anyways, I was really introduced to Nabla during the last Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. And during that sale, most or a huge chunk of the Nabla palettes were at 50% off. So I was able to pick up a ton of their large full-size palettes as well as a bunch of their smaller cutie palettes. And I really do appreciate the Nabla formula. I find that in their eyeshadow palettes, you tend to get a lot of different formulas. You get a lot of different textures, especially when it comes to these shimmers. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that there's such a huge variety when you use one of their eyeshadow palettes. So when I saw that this was going to be a takeover box with Nabla, I was really interested in seeing what the products would be. Now, I already know what's going to be in here, but I wanted to do a quick unboxing with you guys, show you all a couple of swatches so you can see it on a medium deep to deep skin tone, and that way you can decide for yourself if you wanted to pick up the box. Now, this box is currently available and it is $44. And I will tell you already before even going into it, it contains 2 of the Cutie palettes. Now, each Cutie palette on its own is $24. So again, decide for yourself if there's value there and if you are interested in purchasing this box. Now, if you are interested in trying out the Nabla Cosmetics formula, this is probably a good way to dive in because you are able to test a ton of products at a much cheaper price. But without further ado, let's dive into the box. And I did not peek, so where am I fighting? So you open up the box, everything is nicely wrapped. It says Trendmood. And then everything is in bubble wrap, so let's just go through it. So the first thing that I see in the box is that they actually included a coupon. So it says that you will get 30% off of the entire Nabla brand at Ulta Beauty if you use the code NABLA30 at checkout. Now, this is valid through the end of July, so if you didn't purchase the box and you were interested in trying the Nabla palettes or had a specific palette in mind, you can definitely use this coupon to get 30% off. So that's a nice addition. I don't think that was in my last Trendmood box. And of course, what I bought the entire box for, the 2 Cutie palettes. No. Actually, let me set this to the side and come back to this and show you all the other products because I want to really swatch those. So the other product that was included in this is this Viper Lip Plumper. Now, I don't need plump lips. I already have plump lips, so I Don't necessarily need this, but this is the packaging here. It's actually very beautiful. Oh, and it's one of those twist-y thingies, so you have to twist up the product. But since I'm not going to be using that right now, I'll just put this to the side. The next thing that's included is this Nabla Body Glow. Now, there were 2 different options for the Body Glow, and you were going to get either or. You weren't able to choose which option you would get, so it was kind of a coin toss as to whether or not you would get the lighter shade or the deeper shade. So I ended up getting Sugar Babe. Okay, which is the lighter shade. So it's this really gold shimmer. Wow, it's actually very pretty. Okay. And it looks like it's been pumped. As you guys saw, I just opened it, but you know what? I'm not even gonna stress over that. So taking what's there. Okay. It has a little bit of a vanilla scent. Not bad. And like I said, this is the lighter of the 2 shades, but I do think that this would still work for my complexion because as you see, you can rub it in and it pretty much just kind of like disappears. And I want you guys to see the difference between the glow on this hand versus not at all. It's nice. It's a very, very subtle glow. Now, this is definitely not something that I typically use. Like, I don't use body oils. I don't use, like, shimmery, glowy lotions on a regular. But when it's Carnival, I will want to be glowing for the gods. So this is definitely a product that I could see myself using during Carnival time. You know, to get a little shimmer, to add a little sparkle to the costume. So it will get its use in its time and place. Not on a regular, but there's a time and place to have a shimmery body oil, and that is definitely during Carnival. And the last set of products that were included were the 3 new eyeliners. And as I understand it, these liners are supposed to coordinate with the eyeshadow palettes that you guys will see in a little bit. Oh, these are, I guess, I'm sorry, these are not eyeliners, these are eye crayons. Or eyeliners. You know what? I'm not even sure. What is this supposed to be? Okay, this is a multi-use eye crayon. So I'm going to assume that you can use this as an eyeliner or as an eyeshadow. So you can put it onto the eyelids and blend it out. So let me just do some swatches so you guys can see the shades. Okay, so we have all 3 eye crayons swatched here. So this is number 5. This is number 6, this blue one, and this is number 7. And I will say that when they swatched, they were extremely creamy. I really liked how creamy they felt. I can definitely see myself using this as almost like a primer, where I will use that color on the lid and then pop a little bit of shimmer on top of it. I feel like that could be a really cute, like, one shadow look, whereas you use, or even using the pencils as sort of like liners for the waterline or for the eyelid itself. So I think that I will get a lot of versatility out of this. I do appreciate that there are 2 sort of nude colors, and I say nude depending on what your complexion is. So 2 kind of nude colors and then this really nice sort of deep blue. I think that that's a really nice choice of colors that will work with a lot of different palettes and a lot of different eyeshadows. So I'm actually very excited about this. I wasn't very excited when I saw that this was included in the box. But after swatching them, because they feel so nice, I'm actually very excited. Lastly, the eyeshadow palettes. Now, one thing I do want to flag is that Nabla's eyeshadow palettes are made in Italy. And from looking at the other boxes, it looks like the crayons and the body oil were also made in Italy. So here we have the analog palette. And these are the shades here. Now, this is a beautiful, warm color story. Very, very pretty. And the next palette is the number 6, Midnight. Wow. And these are the shades here. So just so you guys can see, this is Analog and Midnight. Let's get into some swatches. Okay, so let's get into swatches in the first palette. This is Analog. We're gonna do the top row first and then the second row. So we have Dark Room, Overexposed, and Contact Sheet. Let me add a little bit. Next we have Camera Roll, Noise, and 35mm. So these are all the shades in the first palette, Analog. This shade Noise here, stunning. This is like the perfect transition shade for me. This, I am so excited about how much depth this little palette has. If you are looking for a more neutral palette and you have a deeper skin tone, this is such a beautiful color story. And this shade right here is a duochrome. I don't know if you guys can see that flip from pink to gold. Next we have Midnight, and this blue is, this is everything. This is so pretty. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna swatch that on this arm. So yeah, so the first shade we have is Blue Hour. And we have Air. And then Marcelli. Now I will say that Blue Hour definitely swatched a little dry. So I want to add a little bit more and see if we can build that up a little bit, because it did feel a little bit dry as I swatched it. Yeah, this is definitely a much drier shade. And this is the bottom row. First up we have Sapphire. Are you kidding me? Yo. Okay, all right. Then we have Alma. And lastly, Quiet Storm. I'm done. I am dead. And this one is also a duochrome. So it shifts blue and purple. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it really has a beautiful shift. But do you see this freaking sapphire shade? Okay. I am this close to wiping off all of my makeup just to put sapphire on my eyes. Wow. Jesus. My mind is blown. Okay. So here are the swatches. So up top we have Analog, and on the bottom we have Sapphire. Now, these are two very beautiful eyeshadow palettes. I cannot wait to play with them. I am very excited about both of these palettes. I love that this is a really nice sort of neutral color story with a really cool duochrome. That way, if you are a neutral lover, you can keep it in that sort of vein of where you're comfortable, but spice things up a little bit with this duochrome. And if you are a deeper complexion, I am really excited that they have such rich shades that will work for a deeper complexion like mine. So very, very happy with this one for my, you know, more mild days when I don't want all of that. Now, let's talk about this baby here. Midnight. I don't even know. Like, I don't know what to expect. I feel like the swatches and the pictures online didn't do it justice, because this is a stunning color story. Now, these two shades do seem a little light if you are my complexion, but I do think that you can work with them really well. I think that this is going to be a really, really nice sort of transition shade. It's that really beautiful blue-gray type of color, and then you have this really deep, rich blue matte. Now, this did swatch very dry, so hopefully when it's on the eyes, it performs well, because I'm a little bit concerned about how dry it swatched. But I'm really excited about this blue because, wow. And this duochrome, I think that this is a stunning duochrome. I thought that it was interesting that they included a more bronze color as well, because it doesn't seem to fit with the blue theme, but I'm not mad at it because I think that it does help to change things up from being so monochromatic. Okay. So final thoughts. This box was $44 and I got all of these products. Now, I really only purchased it for the eyeshadow palettes, and I will say I am not disappointed at all just based on the swatches. Again, I will have to see how this performs in the eye. I was also very pleasantly surprised by the eye crayons because I think that they were really, really nice and creamy. And I definitely think that that is something that I can use to just kind of lay a base on the eyes and then pop one shimmer on top of it, and it would look absolutely stunning. The body oil, that is not something I'm going to get a ton of use out of because I don't wear body oils on like a daily basis, but it is a huge bottle. If you were interested in like the Fenty Body Lava or whatever it's called, I know that that's expensive. I think that's like $59. This is a huge amount of product, and if you purchase the box, you basically get it for free because the box is basically the cost of the eyeshadows. The lip plumper, I honestly don't know if I would really use that, so I might put it in a giveaway later. We'll have to see because my lips are plump enough. But overall, given the amount of products that I received and given the quality of the products, I am very, very happy with this box. If you were interested in purchasing this, again, it is $44 on the Trendmood website. However, if you would like to get 5% off, let me know because I can send you a referral code and that will give you 5% off. I don't make any money off of that. It's just this new thing that Trendmood started doing. So, hey, if you want to save 5%, let me know. Yeah, so I hope you guys liked this unboxing. Let me know your thoughts about these swatches in the comments down below. Also, let me know which eyeshadow palette you want to see me do a look on first, because I am so excited to get these on my eyes. If you guys like this video, please make sure you like, please make sure you subscribe, please make sure you share. And as always, I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye.